things up. No one's picking these things up.
Cute. That's so cute. Oh my god, there it is. There it is. Except for it's in front of a person's house, which I'm really uncomfortable by. I can't do it. I am so scared. No, I'm not. I feel like I might have just ended this whole thing.
Hello to my fellow readers. Welcome to my casual channel where we talk about anything related to books. And today we're going to be trying to find a 5-star at a little library. This is kind of silly because little libraries are notorious for being either like known for children's books because it's like a children's concept, right? Or they're just known for having like notoriously like base level, not very quality books because it's just people dropping off a book hoping to pick one up, you know? I don't think that they're meant for adults really, but you see adult books in there. Not like adult, you know what I mean? Like there are books that adults could read. So I'm going to go drop off. I'm hoping to switch some books and find a few little libraries that'll actually have books of quality, and I hopefully can make my way up to having a 5-star. I know that the odds are not in my favor, but I think the more little libraries I expose myself to, the greater of a chance I'll have. So I know a couple that are in my town. One is like less than a mile away from me, and if I have to hop cities, I'll hop cities. I have nothing but time. So that's what we're gonna do today. The book that I'm going to be trading in is called The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This is, I don't know how bad it is of me, but this is a book that somebody who I used to be friends with gave to me. And I gave it like a 3 out of 5, but like, and I was really scared when I was reviewing it to say anything bad about it. We're not friends anymore, so I kind of feel like I know I'm not going to read this again. I kind of just think about her whenever I do look at it, and I'm not going to do anything with it. So hopefully somebody else can be blessed by this. Riley Sager's a pretty popular author, so I hope the girls will like it. Whoever picks this up, I don't know. Let's attempt to find our next 5-star at a little library. I'll probably stop for like a little treat along the way.
First and foremost, I know this is a long shot, but it's kind of fun. Like, what if I end up with my next demon copperhead? Dude, what?
I just really embarrassed myself trying to get a thumbnail for this. I really did. Alrighty. Lentil Gospel Rejection. Like, this is what they're notorious for. It's just books that are like the inside reading, the academic word list in context, special edition. Who is picking these things up? No one's picking these things up. Am I right or am I right? I'll let you come a little closer. Really quickly, if you could like this video, comment your favorite book, comment how you feel about little libraries, I would really appreciate it. Interaction with the video helps my channel grow a lot. I would so appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Oh, A Course in Weight Loss. That's some setting. A Course in Weight Loss. Oh, we have something that sold. Whoa. Okay. Something that's sold at Target. Montauk. I've heard this was actually I feel like this is well known. For 3 months, this humble fishing village serves as a playground for New York's wealthy elite. All but Beatrice Bordeaux desires is to reignite attachment between her banker husband Harry with the other high society wives of the I don't want to read that. The First Call from Heaven? That actually sounds really adorable. Okay, update. There was a book on the bone broth diet. The Glass Castle. I like this cover a lot. So let's read the back. The Glass Castle is a remarkable memoir of resilience, redemption, and a revelatory look into family at once deeply dysfunctional and uniquely vibrant. When sober, her mother was a free-spirited who abhorred the idea of domesticity and didn't want the responsibility of raising a family. This is actually piquing my interest more than anything else has. The Walls children learned to take care of themselves. They fed and clothed and protected one another and eventually found their way to New York. Their parents followed them, choosing to be homeless even though their children prospered. What? The Glass Castle is a truly astonishing memoir. Interesting. We have our front runner. We're not making any permanent decisions yet. Although this is not permanent, I could just return this at any time. We have a vegan recipe book, a book called The Cat Who Saved Christmas. Aww. Your Cat magazine? What is this? This is more children's focused. Okay. First book secured. Woo! Oh my God, what a rush. Okay, now we're gonna go on to another little library, one that I know was nearby my neighborhood. And then after that, we just have to look some up because I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. I need to go. I need to go to my silly little thing.
Oh my God, there it is. There it is. Except for it's in front of a person's house, which I'm really uncomfortable by. Like, I literally was about to, and they're home. And they're home, dude. What? I can't do it. The way my anxiety is set up, I have to go to one that's just like by a park. No, we're gonna be brave today. we're turning around, we're whipping, and we're going. I am so scared. No, I'm not. I'm just wanting to pick up a book so I can pursue my little hobby. I'm not a criminal. Honestly, it's like, it's also the perception of like being a black person in a predominantly white neighborhood, like going up to this little free library. Although like people of all races are welcome, I'm assuming. I just get a little bit scared of the way that I'm perceived. I'm 5 foot nothing, dude. There's nothing like me. I'm psyching myself out. These people are probably like ecstatic about the fact that people want to come to their little free. Okay, I'm going. We gotta bring our book to see if we can do a trade-in. These look mainly children so far. I don't recognize anything. Anatomy of a Misfit. Let's see, like all of these are YA. Oh my God, there's The Secret Garden. Oh my God, The Secret Garden. Dude, I loved The Secret Garden movie. I'll probably die for the book. Are you kidding me? I might have to do this one. Okay, it's between this one and this one. There's this book called Confidence and How to Get It. I needed that 5 minutes ago. Miss Julia Speaks Her Mind. Miss Julia, recently bereaved and newly wealthy widow, is only slightly bemused, which, okay. Something about this, I feel like I'm already tired. Not my thing, I don't think. Yeah, no, I'm still sticking with this. On to the next one. Okay, so I went to the little library database and you can just find some on a map that are near you. I have a lot that are nearby. I do not need to go to a new city, probably because this is a college town and a bunch of college students are, I don't know if that's correct. So we're gonna go to the little library. I was gonna get myself a little sweet treat for being brave, but I really haven't earned it yet. It looks really nice. They even have like a little spot on the little free library for like if you want to put your dog leash there so that you can like peruse the books. That's cool. That's so cool. That's so nice and accessible. There are people here at this park and I'm a little embarrassed, but what's there to be embarrassed about? Gotta take this. Okay, you know what? I might even prefer the ones that are like outside of houses because like there are like professional like children here, like professional little kids. I don't think that I'm gonna get like literature, but we'll see. Yeah, no, dude, you know from like first glance. I don't know. I don't even feel like opening the thing. You know what? No, we're gonna make an executive decision. We're leaving. Like, look at me judging books by covers, and my 5-star could have been in there. Anyway, I found the cutest little library. Oh my God! Looks like a little looks like a little washing machine, like washer and dryer. Can you just like okay. Wow, this is packed for real. Okay. I don't really want to. Aunt Hagar's Children. Short stories. Am I into short stories right now? This seems like it's gonna be like like an action. James Patterson. The Best Kind of Thriller. Called Falling. I was like, this looks so James Patterson-esque. The Last Trial. Oh my God. Okay. Let me get to the other side in a second. Let me not get ahead of myself. Vanessa and Her Sister. This is fantastic.
No, I wasn't gonna read this one. I was gonna read this one. Okay, this is the thriller that apparently James Patterson is quoted on. Yes. Okay. I've never read James Patterson. I just know he's everywhere. Oh my God. I thought this book, because it's by a T.J. Newman, I thought T.J. Newman was a man. I was kind of apprehensive. It's a woman. Hello? Okay. I'm even more sold. Okay. Oh my God, and it's short too. It's short, thank God. I am switching. We are turning The Glass Castle in for Falling by T.J. Newman. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I'm so happy. This is like authentically a heavy little door too. That's, oh, forgot to think before I did anything. Okay. Cute, that's so cute. I feel like I might have just ended this whole thing. However, we just have the final big boss of it all. We're gonna go to the library's little free library to see if we're gonna find like the big one. But so far, like, this is a thriller. It seems short. It has really high praise on the back. What book doesn't have high praise on the back at this point? But I'm so excited.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Hi. Could I have a small caramel frappe?
Small caramel frappe.
Yes.
How have you been helped already?
Hello?
Anything else?
That'll be it. I'm so excited to reach the final boss with my special little treat. Ugh! But also, do remember to drink water throughout the day, because I don't. And like, for sure, one of these days, I'm gonna end up in a bad situation because I do not drink enough water. I actually forgot to bring the book, but honestly, we don't really need it until we find one that we want to replace it with. There's so many books that are not even there's so many books that look to be good, but they're not facing. I have to deconstruct this whole thing. Look at it. Why is it so disheveled like that? Who did that? Is it the angry people that don't want people to learn? Hubris. A lot of these books are very political. Yeah, Hillary. Ooh. So I mostly fixed it. However, there's this one big book that I'm like, how am I gonna get this in here ethically? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's review our options. Hubris. The inside story of spin, scandal, and the selling of the Iraq War. Okay, Miss Condoleezza. Hillary Rodman Clinton. Is that really her name? Oh my God, I need to just leave this alone for a second. Okay. The Sellout by Paul Beatty. Oh, winner of a Booker Prize. Hi. A Comic Masterpiece by NPR. Who is this? Author of The White Boy Shuffle. Hello. This is like actually very intriguing to me. A book about a Black man who was raised by a single father. This is like, shoot, dude, dang it. Like, somebody said this was what? A comic masterpiece? That's actually very tempting to me, but I also am very tied to my book. That sucks. Well, actually, it doesn't suck. I can always come back to this. Let me just read the first pages and see if it's like gonna be okay. Yeah, it may be hard to read. Dang it. Okay. Oh, that was so good. What the heck? Okay, now I have to keep looking just to be fair. Genuinely, just to be fair. Even though I feel like I found the one that once I finish my thriller, I'm coming back to that one. Oh! Okay. This book is called Remnants, and I was like, oh, like the movie The Remnants. I don't think this is like the movie The Remnants. I don't think this is going to be anything like the movie Remnants. Okay. Falling. Here we go. First sentence of the book.
Mind you, this is my first impression. When the shoe dropped into her lap, the foot was still in it. This book is like 200 something pages in the high 200s, so I'm hoping to finish it within the next like 3 days.
Okay. Falling. Oh my gosh, this was a decent book for a little library book pick. If I have not spoken about what this book was about, it basically is this man named Bill, typical, your everyday average, good American guy, has 2 kids and a loving wife. He's a pilot, ends up in a situation that he's had like nightmares about, like really horrible nightmares. Like that's what the book starts off with. Him in a nightmare, goes to work. It looks like it's going to be every other day, and then he gets this message from this person saying, choose between either crashing the plane, killing everyone, or I'm gonna kill your family. Choose between me choosing to kill your family or you choosing to crash the plane. The person isn't there with them physically, the terrorist. Yeah, I'd say that person was a terrorist. It's kind of hard to like label them as that because you get to know like the reasonings behind, it's interesting. So the whole entire book basically is figuring out what is going to happen and how we're going to get to how he makes his own decision. This, and also it's a thriller, if that was not obvious. There was a lot of excitement through this. I kind of feel like it started off a little bit slow because it's one of those books where the premise and the idea of choosing between 2 things is like, once you announce the stakes and the stakes are high, the excitement kind of follows. And then after that, or before that, it's like, okay, when are we going to get into it? It's one of those books. Giving it the 3.5 just because, it had me on my toes. There's some books that I read that are 3s that I'm like dragging my feet. This was not one of those. This felt decently concise, and I like to read concise thrillers because I feel like it just it like ties things up really well. Also, there was a decent amount in this book that felt very, I don't know how to say this without it coming out completely wrong, that felt very human as it related to the terrorist character. Not to say that there's so many things I could say wrong about this, but like the terrorist in this book, I feel like I had a decent amount of like sympathy, decent amount of suspense, decently concise, although the last couple pages could have been sped up just a bit. And yeah, I overall liked it, and I'm happy that the little library provided this for me. That was cool. I might review it further in another video, who knows. My next video that I'm going to do is going to be kind of similar to this, where I'm going to be looking for another book from the little library. I did have that one book that I liked at the library, at my local library, and I think I'm going to go back for that. If it's taken, I'll have to look for another book. But we'll see what happens. Check out my next video whenever the heck that comes out. I try to post weekly, but sometimes amongst my 3 channels, it's difficult. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of day it is, I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or night.